Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be going over the history of the Betrayer, also known as Valen within the Doom universe, and how is he related to the Icon of Sin. Well, without further delay, let's begin.
Saving your people will not bring you peace, only make the burden you carry worse.
The Night Sentinels are the most elite fighting force on Argent D'Nur. They are effectively the Spartans of human history. To be a part of the Night Sentinels, you would have to be chosen since birth and be subjected to regular, unrelenting training to become a living weapon against any force, big or small. The Night Sentinels hierarchy works off of a simple yet effective system. The strongest shall rule. This means that all the kings of Argenta's past were the strongest during their time, physically and mentally. This is exactly why the Doomslayer himself kneels down as a sign of respect in front of King Novik's apparition in Exultia. When someone as powerful as the Doomslayer himself, who is presented as a god amongst the eyes of humans, and is the living embodiment of the apocalyptic event, you only need to appreciate the respect the Slayer has for the king, and vice versa. Based off this, Valen, or better known as Commander Valen, was the commander of the Night Sentinels. One only needs to look at the hierarchy to understand how strong Valen had to be to become one of the commanders of the most elite fighting force on Argent D'Nur. Now Valen was extremely strong. In fact, he was so strong and knowledgeable that it was Commander Valen that trained Doomguy, after Doomguy was found on the borders of Sentinel Prime, into becoming something more than a mere human, to become the Doomslayer. But no matter how strong you may be, tragedy and loss can expose a vulnerability when you least expect it. Commander Valen had a son that fell in battle during the many invasion attempts by Hell. The forces of Hell would learn of this secret and exploit him at his time of weakness. The priest, D. Grav, who had been a part of Argenta society and an ally to the Night Sentinels since the beginning, would be the one to orchestrate this betrayal. With the power of Hell, D. Grav would subject Valen with haunting vision of his son's tortured existence. The whispers of the demons would slowly push him towards madness. Now weakened and his resolve broken, D. Grav would exploit it to gain the one power source which Hell desires, the same power source that the remaining Night Sentinels, followers of the old ways, needed for survival: the elemental wraiths. D. Grav would bring about a promise to return the Betrayer's son to him, in return to the keys to the sepulchre of the elements, the place where the elemental wraiths slept, the most sacred place. The Betrayer would reluctantly relinquish the keys with the hope of his son's return. But when you make a deal with the devils, it is always on their terms. D. Grav, with the power of Hell, would resurrect his son in the form of the Titan known as the Icon of Sin, by using his son's heart and his soul to give life to this monstrosity. By giving up the keys to the gods of Argenta, the Betrayer had sealed the fate of Argent D'Nur forever. The sepulchre of the elements, along with the wraiths, would be assimilated into the realm of Hell, which is known as Scattinger's Sanctum in Doom 2016. Whilst the betrayal was taking place, the last remaining original Night Sentinels were preparing to siege the source of Hell's power, Necrovol, the city of the damned. The Hell Priests would create portals leading directly into the heart of Hell itself, or so it would seem. Every remaining Night Sentinel that went through the portal would be teleported to a random location in Hell, with the way behind them closed forever. There would be demons waiting on the other side to ambush them, and one by one, the remaining Night Sentinels would fall, becoming nothing more than whispers of a lost civilization. By breaking his most sacred oath and overwhelmed with shame of dooming his race, the betrayer would willingly exile himself into the realm of hell for as long as he lives. By going through the portals alongside his brethren, never to be seen again.
I told you all to leave me here. I am where I belong. Hear me, Slayer. When his heart is laid to rest, then his soul will be at peace. And so will mine.
We will not be able to control it! No!
And you will be their savior. Your strength will be their shield, and your will their sword. You remain unbroken, for your fight is eternal.
And that is all that I have for this video. If you liked the video, consider clicking on that like button. If you like the content that I make, then consider subscribing. And also follow me on Twitch, as I usually stream either on YouTube and on Twitch. And as always, I will see you in the next one.